The whole concept behind the UK Pavilion is the importance of bees and pollinators to humanity. So you're actually taken literally on the journey of the bee. So if I start off with the orchard, behind us you'll see that there are apple trees. The reason we chose apple trees, and we have 8 different varieties of UK apples, is, I don't know if you know this, but only bees pollinate apple trees. No other insects, so no bees, no apples. So we decided that this was a really important thing to link feeding the planet energy for life to the UK Pavilion. By concentrating on pollinators, we're actually talking about pollinators and how that affects food supplies for humanity. The panels behind us, if you take one of those panels and put them in a wood or your garden, it encourages a wild bee population to build a hive behind the wood. So we've incorporated them into the structure of the UK Pavilion, and the films you can watch through the whole give children an understanding of the pavilion and also the importance of pollinators and bees. So if you'd like to come and have a look.
Sure.
The reason that the meadow is quite high at this stage is we're trying to give people the idea you come in at the height of the bee going through the plant. Now these are all British wildflower plants. They were brought over here as seeds and grew here. The thing you'll find quite interesting about the pathways is that we got a film made of a real waggle dance. I don't know how you translate that, but it's the dance the bees do inside the hive, which gives information to other bees where to find a food source. We translated it into the pathways you're walking. So you are literally walking the path of the bee. Now we're underneath the hive, the structure. Now you can probably hear the humming noise in the background. That's a combination of 2 things. This structure is connected live now to a real beehive 890 miles away in Nottingham Trent University in the north of the UK. So what's actually going on is you're hearing 2 things. The background noise is the live transmission of the real bee noises inside the hive. And I don't know if you know this, but bees, when they buzz their wings, they buzz in a musical note of D. Bees buzz in D. So we also got human musicians to record cellos, violins, guitars, only in D. And if the bees move around inside the hive and touch different sensors inside the hive, it triggers an occasional riff of human music. So if we stand here for long enough and the bees are in the right place, you'll suddenly hear some guitar or some cello, and it's blended together by a computer, the live bee noise with the pre-recorded human music. If you look up inside the hive, you'll see that there are LED lights inside. There's nearly 1,000 lights. Now the lights are also linked to the sensors in the real beehive. So as the bees move around and energy is created, they cluster together, they buzz their wings, they accumulate around a particular sensor. The lights move and change and flicker as the energy changes inside the hive. Now here's the thing. We've designed the UK Pavilion that as it gets darker here and in the UK and all the bees come home, the structure gets brighter and brighter and brighter because all the energy is inside the hive. Although this is a sound and light show for the public, the guides in the pavilion are all explaining that actually this is a real piece of British technology, because what it's doing is actually measuring signals which tell you about the health of a beehive. So if you're a commercial beekeeper and you've got 1,000 hives, 100 hives, at the moment if your bees are dying, it's often too late. You only find out the disease has spread. This system you can monitor each hive individually, and you can tell if one hive's starting to fail very quickly. And this is the UK's contribution to the big question of Expo. Feeding the planet, energy for life, because bees are essential to humanity. If we can help create a system that will then be used by everyone to monitor the health of their hives, we can slow down the decline of the bees. The trick that we've built into the UK Pavilion is that if you stand in this exact spot, in the exact centre of the central panel, and you speak in a normal speaking voice, and there's nobody else on the glass, so you're here so it wouldn't work, you hear a strange double echo inside your head from your own voice. To everybody else it sounds perfectly normal. To you, you hear a double echo because we've designed this structure that reflects back the sound, and you hear it through your ears and through the bones in your head at the same time, because we wanted people to experience how a bee feels sound through vibrations. We don't tell most of the visitors because we like watching people walking and talking across the middle, and suddenly they go, oh, and they stand and say, where? So stand here, and it's another little feature we built in just for the public. Hello Poland, and welcome to the UK Pavilion. I hope you'll come here and see it in person, and I will be delighted to welcome you. My name's Steve Jewett-Fleet, Deputy Director. Please come and visit soon.